Okay, we've done quite a bit of work on your system. We added an extra chilling line and a few other bits and pieces. We did a complete bomb test, and at the moment the product is coming out quite reasonable. It needs to get a little bit colder, but that's because we've had the system turned off for an hour or so and just needs to get back down to temperature. So by the time you see this, it should be well and truly where it should be. The main thing we did is swap your gas bottle. It's very likely the whole problem was caused by just a bad bottle of gas. The bubbles in the soft drink are literally the gas. So if the gas is bad or it's contaminated with air, oxygen, nitrogen, you name it, that's somehow gotten into the bottle, then that gets into your drink and doesn't do good things to it. So look, we've left you a bottle. We'll use that up, see how it goes, and if that turns out to fix the problem and you're happy with it, then we just have to sort out the issue with your gas supplier. But a couple of other things. First of all, probably a staff training. Now, the way Postmix works is everything's cooled by the soda water running through the system in a big loop. Now, that loop terminates under the bar, pretty much back here. So everything from this point along to there, along to here, through the gun, is sitting there going warm. Now that's not unique to your system, that's pretty much every Postmix system everywhere. So if the gun hasn't been used in 5-10 minutes, everything's starting to go warm and flat. Now if you're doing a full glass of soft drink, say a schooner worth, doesn't really matter. The soda will mix with the old stuff, new stuff, you're fine. The problem arises when people walk in and pour X amount, taste it and go, mate, that's warm and flat. Well, of course it's warm and flat, you just use warm soda water. Before you do a bit of product, you need to run about 2 to 3 seconds worth of soda water down the sink. That gets rid of the old soda water, gets the new soda water in, and you're ready to go. Also, I've seen some people, not everyone, but some people, fill up Postmix glasses like this and just waterfall it in. When you do that, you're mixing everything up and agitating it, and that takes the bubbles out as well. The correct way is, same way you pour a beer, run it down the inside, like that. Now, what you don't want is a big head like that. That is also your bubbles coming out. Now, to stop that from happening, these guns have a special little black ring that fits on the nozzle right there. Now, we've put them on the nozzles quite regularly. In fact, I went through every gun in early December and fitted them all in. And when I checked today, only 3 of your guns had them. So we have replaced as many as we can. 2 of the downstairs bar guns and your one in your very top don't have them because we just didn't have that many in stock. We've ordered them in and we'll be back next week to put them on. Basically, it's a diffuser ring. 2 hands to put that on. Give me 1 second. Goes over the end like so. And what that does is it stops it from agitating and frothing up, and you get a much better product. As you can see, much less head, which loses much less gas. So we'll get you the rest of them, but we're gonna have to get you to look after them a bit better. They're $15 each, and this is the 3rd lot I've gone through and put on. So we're gonna unfortunately have to start billing you for them if you keep losing them, because they're not a disposable item, and losing them is sort of, unfortunately, user error. Only other thing is cleaning these guns. These guns need to be cleaned fairly regularly. Just have to take the nozzle off. This needs to be wiped down or scrubbed down with a toothbrush or a little brush or something. Then the whole gun needs to be soaked in soda water overnight. That needs to be done at least, bare minimum, once a week. Definitely never ever use hot water. Soda water is the best thing. The CO2 gas kills all the bacteria. But every night's fine, but bare minimum is once a week to get that in a hygienic, usable condition on every single one of your guns. That's pretty much it. We will check back with you next week because there's a tiny bit more work we want to do on one of your compressors. It's just working about 80% capacity. We want to play with it a bit and get it up to 100, but you shouldn't notice any difference at your end. It's just a training thing on our end.